Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for coming in my presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name's Ahyani. I'm postgraduate student from Sekolah Pascasarjana Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. The title of my research is Identification of Creative Imagination of Biology Education Students based on the Wartegg test. First, I will explain to you about the background of this research. Answer only causes us to not know the effect of something we do. To solve problem that arises from answer only, we need creativity to solve them. Creativity can be influenced by the learning environment. Therefore, creativity can be developed by the learning process and the learning environment. Based on the result of the study of the Global Creativity Index in the year 2015, Indonesia is in a weak position, which is in the order of 115 out of 139 countries. Another study reported that biology education students' creative thinking skills are generally in the quite creative category. In another study, the creative thinking skills of biology education students were in a good category. Student creativity needs to be observed from the other side, such as student creative imagination, because creative imagination can affect student creativity. Therefore, the aim of the student is to identify the level of creative imagination of biology education students in detail, based on the creative imagination component and the Wartegg test. This research was conducted using descriptive method. The study was conducted at one of the state universities in Bandung. The study population was 121 undergraduate students in biology education in the 7th semester who took the Bio-Entrepreneur course. The research sample was 86 undergraduate students. The instrument used was the Wartegg test. Data collection is done by completing images on the Wartegg test. The pictures on the Wartegg test are analyzed for their content and execution. The scores obtained are analyzed descriptively. From Table 1, we can see that the distribution of creative imagination categories tend to be at a low level. Low creative imagination scores illustrate that students' ability to form new and unusual perceptions based on knowledge and sense that is held in the low category. From Table 2, we can see that the score of students' creative imagination is dominated by components of expansion, fancy, and symbolism. The expansion component dominates many students on their creative imagination scores. From Table 3, we can see that many students have high scores on the dark shadow component, and many students have low scores on the phantasm component. The students who have high dark shadow scores have a strong impetus for creative imagination. So, the creative imagination is the basic personality they have and consistently survive. In conclusion, as many as 48% of students have creative imagination in the low categories, 28% in the very low category, 17% in the medium category, 5% in the high category, and 2% in the very high category. This shows that the score distribution of creative imagination tends to be a low category. The components that dominate the score of creative imagination are expansion component, fancy, and symbolism. 20% of high scores obtained by students are in the dark shadow component, and 18% of the low scores obtained are in the fantasy component. That means many students have low score on the fantasy component. Here are some references. Thank you very much for your great attention, ladies and gentlemen.